What's going on, Wrestling Pro News community? Welcome back to the channel where we dive into the most dramatic, thrilling, and unbelievable events that shape the world of professional wrestling. If you've just stumbled across this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss our breakdowns of the hottest stories making waves in WWE. And trust me, today's topic is one that has the entire wrestling world buzzing with shock, debate, and anticipation. The wrestling landscape was rocked recently when Bronson Reed, the man they call the Colossal, delivered an ambush that nobody saw coming. His target, none other than Braun Breaker, the powerhouse second-generation star who's been carving his own path while carrying the legacy of the Steiner family on his shoulders. The attack wasn't just brutal, it was deeply personal, and the motive behind it has left fans and insiders in stunned silence. Because this isn't your average storyline of competition. This is a tale of respect, jealousy, pressure, and ambition colliding in explosive fashion. Bronson Reed has long been recognized as a unique force in the wrestling industry. Standing tall with a massive build and the kind of agility that defies expectations for a man his size, Reed's reputation has been earned through sheer resilience and the willingness to overcome obstacles that would have broken lesser men. His entrance is commanding, his matches are filled with raw power mixed with surprising athleticism, and he has repeatedly proven that he can hang with anyone on the roster. Yet, behind the curtain, frustration had been slowly building. Reed has often felt overlooked, forced to grind harder than most, and constantly left fighting to prove his worth while others seemingly leapfrogged him in the pecking order. On the opposite side of this story stands Braun Breaker, a man with an entirely different kind of burden. Breaker's arrival in WWE wasn't just the debut of another young star. It was the continuation of a dynasty, as he carries the name and legacy of the Steiner family. From the moment he stepped into the ring, Breaker displayed the kind of explosive strength, intensity, and charisma that immediately won over fans. His rise was meteoric, fueled by the aura of his family name but also by his undeniable talent. Still, with that rapid rise came the enormous weight of expectation. Every performance, every promo, every match is analyzed under the microscope of history. Some see him as the future of the company, while others view him as a target, an opportunity to take down the golden boy and make a statement. The tension between Reed and Breaker wasn't something that happened overnight. For months, their paths have crossed inside and outside the ring. They've clashed during matches, exchanged heated words backstage, and locked eyes in confrontations where you could practically feel the air grow heavier with anticipation. Fans watching knew it was only a matter of time before one of them snapped. But few could have predicted how intense and devastating that moment would be when it finally came. During a high-stakes contest, with emotions already running high, Bronson Reed finally reached his breaking point. What followed was an assault so fierce and unexpected that it silenced the live crowd. Every move Reed delivered carried more than just physical damage. Each strike was an outpouring of years of frustration, a demand to be seen, and a refusal to be sidelined any longer. The attack wasn't just about winning a fight, it was about making a statement that reverberated through the entire locker room and beyond. Reed had drawn a line in the sand, and he did it at Braun Breaker's expense. After the incident, the backstage area was buzzing, and fans were desperate for answers. In a post-attack interview, Reed gave the world exactly what they were looking for. With an intensity in his voice that matched the fury of his actions, Reed explained that he was done playing second fiddle. He was tired of watching others, like Breaker, ascend to star status while his own battles and victories were brushed aside. This wasn't about competition anymore. It was about respect. About taking what he believed he deserved and proving to everyone that he would not be ignored. Braun Breaker, never one to shy away from confrontation, quickly fired back. Using his platform on social media, Breaker acknowledged the situation but refused to be intimidated. He made it crystal clear that while he respects every man in the locker room, he won't allow himself to be bullied into fear or silence. He promised that when the inevitable rematch comes, he'll be more focused and more determined than ever to show Reed, and the entire world, that his place in WWE is not something to be handed over or questioned. It's something he's earning every single night, and he won't let anyone rewrite his legacy for him. The fallout from this shocking turn of events has split the fanbase. Some are rallying behind Bronson Reed, admiring his raw passion and his willingness to finally take what he feels is his due. Others are standing firmly in Breaker's corner, drawn to his determination, his resilience, and his fight to prove that he deserves the spotlight he's been given. Social media is ablaze with debates, predictions, and emotional reactions. Hashtags supporting both men have trended, and the buzz surrounding their inevitable collision has reached a fever pitch. But this feud is about more than just two men trading blows. It's about themes that run deep in professional wrestling: legacy, ambition, pride, and respect. Breaker represents the continuation of a family dynasty, the weight of expectation, and the fight to define one's own identity in the shadow of greatness. Reed embodies the struggle of the overlooked, the battle for acknowledgement, and the hunger that comes from years of feeling underestimated. When these two forces collide, it isn't just a wrestling match. It's a clash of philosophies, of personal journeys, and of raw human emotion that resonates with fans in a way that goes far beyond the squared circle. Looking ahead, the WWE Universe knows one thing for certain: when Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed step into the ring again, it will not simply be about who scores the pinfall or forces a submission. It will be about who proves their point. For Reed, it's about proving that he cannot be ignored, that his name belongs among the top stars in the business. For Breaker, it's about proving that he can withstand not only the physical tests of competition but also the mental and emotional battles that come with carrying a legacy. This rivalry has the potential to redefine not just their careers, but the entire division. It's the kind of story that elevates both men, that brings fans to the edge of their seats, and that creates those unforgettable moments that live forever in the highlight reels of wrestling history. And that's why people are already calling this feud one of the most promising and compelling storylines of this era. Because at the end of the day, wrestling isn't just about championships, flashy entrances, or even spectacular moves. It's about stories, about the motivations that drive these athletes, the emotions that fuel their rivalries, and the drama that plays out both inside and outside the ring. Bronson Reed's shocking assault on Braun Breaker is the beginning of one such story, a tale of respect demanded, of pride defended, and of two men fighting not just for victories, but for their very identities in the world's biggest wrestling company. So buckle up, Wrestling Pro News family, because this saga is just getting started. The chapters ahead promise to be filled with intensity, drama, and moments that fans will be talking about for years. And as always, we'll be here to break it all down for you. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most talked about developments in WWE, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss a single update. The road ahead for Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed is filled with twists, turns, and explosive encounters, and you'll want to be right here with us as we follow every step of this incredible journey.